I think cheap seeds get blamed for a lot of things that have nothing to do with the seed. If a packet costs $1 and nothing comes up, people assume it was junk. If the packet costs $3 or $4, suddenly we are much more willing to blame the weather, the soil, the watering, or ourselves. I've done that too. I have been growing vegetables, herbs, and flowers for years, and I have had enough trays go well and enough go completely sideways to know that price only tells you so much. So, are cheap seeds worth it? A lot of the time, yes, especially when you are buying a normal vegetable, herb, or flower from a company you can identify and the packet is current. A lower price does not automatically mean the seed is old, weak, or fake. Cheap seeds are not always coming from some mystery operation either. Green Garden Products owns several seed brands at different price points, including Ferry-Morse and American Seed. The packets can differ in variety, seed count, and packaging, but they are still coming from an established garden company. When I am looking at a cheaper packet, I turn it over first. I want a clear variety name, planting depth, spacing, germination, timing, and some kind of packed-for date for freshness information. I also make sure it is sealed and not damp, badly faded, or crushed from sitting on a rough display all season. Honestly, I trust a current packet from a known company more than some anonymous online listing with a photo of a blue strawberry and no real variety name. Cheap is not the same thing as sketchy, but vague usually is. Sometimes the lower price just means there are fewer seeds inside or the packet is printed on thinner paper. That can be completely fine when you only need enough for one container or a short row. I have bought bigger packets and found half of the seeds sitting in a drawer 2 years later, which is not really a better value if I never had room to plant. This year, I ended up with a comparison that was more interesting than anything I could have planned, mostly because I barely planted it at all. I decided late that I wanted more jalapenos, so there was no careful indoor start and no organized seed schedule. I just grabbed Ferry-Morse and American Seed packets locally, along with a Burpee packet, because planting a few brands seemed like a decent way to improve my odds of getting enough jalapenos. The American Seed display at the dollar store was pretty picked over when I got there, which either means my town knows a good cheap seed when it sees one, or everyone had the same late season panic that I did. I used the same potting soil, direct sowed all of them outside in containers here in Michigan in June, and they got the same weather, the same rain, and the same watering from me. I kept track of where each brand was planted because I was curious whether I could notice a difference. The Ferry-Morse and American Seed plants came up without needing much from me, and those are now the bigger, stronger plants. The Burpee seedlings needed more attention, and even now they're less than half the size. I wanted to be fair because this was not a controlled experiment by any means. I was not counting every seed, measuring the soil temperature every day, or rotating the containers so every variable matched. This was basically a half-thought-out attempt to get more jalapenos before I ran out of summer. Still, the difference is hard to ignore when the plants are sitting beside each other. If I had planted only the Burpee packet, I honestly do not know whether I would be expecting many jalapenos this year. The Ferry-Morse and American Seed plants look much further along, and they got there without a heat mat, grow light, or any special treatment. That does not prove those brands will beat Burpee in every crop or every garden, but it tells me something about these particular packets in my yard. I needed seeds that day, I found them locally, the packets gave me enough information to plant them right away, and the plants came through. Germination is where people expect the more expensive packet to prove itself, but it is rarely that simple. Soil temperature, moisture, planting depth, light, and storage all matter. I learned that with tomatoes when a rough first tray came up much better after I lowered the lights, warmed the room, and used a heat mat. The seed had not changed, but my setup had. I do notice differences in the amount of help printed on the packet. Some companies give you more detail on the back, which can matter when you're growing something unfamiliar. Botanical Interests, for example, tends to include more growing information right on the packet. Ferry-Morse packets are usually more basic, but they cover the main planting information, and the brand is easy to find. Ferry-Morse seeds are also 100% non-GMO, non-neonic, and safe for bees, which matters to me because I grow flowers partly for the pollinators. I have Ferry-Morse marigolds and celosia growing in my decorative rock garden right now, with some jalapenos and a few other plants mixed in. Those flowers filled out well, stayed colorful, and did not require me to turn the whole planting into a project. Ferry-Morse also has its Guaranteed to Grow customer support program, and I've not used it myself, and I do not take that to mean every seed is promised to sprout, because no company can control the weather, soil, temperature, or watering. I just like knowing that there is a real company and a support process behind the packet if something genuinely seems wrong. Availability matters more than people admit too. A $1 or $2 packet you can buy while you're already at Walmart or the dollar store may make more sense than a $3 packet with shipping added. Sometimes the best seed is when you can actually get into the soil that day. I would buy inexpensive seeds again, including Ferry-Morse and American Seed, without feeling like I was settling. I still check the date, read the packet, skip anything damaged or vague, and remember that the garden does not care what I paid. A $1 packet can grow a very expensive amount of produce, while a beautiful specialty packet can still sit in cold soil and do absolutely nothing.